Our guest today is Andrew. He's an actor, writer, director, and teacher of performing arts, and he loves bringing his passion for the performing arts to everyone and joy to every class. And we are now talking online. Welcome, Andrew. Would you like to introduce yourself to our audience, like your name, what class do you teach, and how long you've been with us?
Sure. My name is Andrew Wright. It's been said I'm an actor, writer, director, producer. I have been with the VSC for, I believe, 5 years now. And the class that I teach is Broadway Trivia and Conversation.
Thank you for your introduction. And also 5 years is a long time, almost before the pandemic. And I also prepared these questions. I could really feel that you are so in love with performing arts and being very active with it. So can I know what you are doing now and why did you decide to volunteer at the VSC?
Well, I first heard about the program. I was actually homebound and sick and ill myself at the time, so I was stuck at home. I came across the program and I figured it would be a great opportunity to volunteer and help some people, along the way, especially since I was stuck at home and I might as well, help and teach and keep my passion for the performing arts going.
It's kind of like a chance for you to meet Virtual Senior Center.
Yes. One motto I live by in my life is that I've touched or helped somebody along my way in my life, then my life has not been in vain. So I'm somebody who is always willing to help anyone, no matter what age, young and old. And the young and the elderly, I love them. See, it's people my age that bother me.
Yes, understandable. Like helping others and also volunteering is a thing to have some connections with everyone in this community. Sometimes it might not be so easy to introduce a new thing to our members. Like you might need to explain some professional words when you bring the performing arts to our members. So how do you prepare for your class and make it understandable to our members?
The way that I like to present my class is that it's not as much of a class as it is more so of a conversation, having fun, and we're going to learn some things along the way because, let's be honest, we're dealing with, some citizens. A lot of them not necessarily looking to go try out and get on the stage. They just have a passion for the performing arts or Broadway. The way I approach my class is we play it as a little bit of a trivia. I divide it up into different rounds. Each round has the different themes. I'll ask a question which has 4 different answers. It'll be something along the performing life, like in this show, 2 main characters end up accidentally thinking they're dead at the end. And then what I'll have them do is instead of everyone shouting out answers at once, I'll have them raise a finger and then I'll tell them what a great job they did and I'll tell them exactly what the answer is. And then we'll move on to the next one. By the end of the first round, I'll have them guess what the theme of the round is. Let's say after 5 questions, the theme of the round may be Broadway shows that have cities in their names or are dedicated after cities like Chicago or, a show like that. And then what we'll do after that is we'll have what I like to call a conversation break. And that's where a lot of our conversations come in. So after the theme of that, it might just be, oh, what's a favorite city that you traveled to? Or have you seen a, Broadway show in a different city? And so we'll sit and we'll talk a couple minutes for that. And then we'll move on to the next round. We will learn a few things. I'll just throw in some fun facts here and there of shows that are Broadway versus non-Broadway. And then those are times where we'll just quickly learn things like, can anybody, especially some of my repeat students, tell me what exactly is the difference between a Broadway show and a non-Broadway show or an off-Broadway show? When I do bring something like these things that just randomly come up within the game and the questions and everything, a lot of my repeat students get very excited and happy about it because they already know the answers. So I'll let some of the new students try and answer first. They'll get to learn that, the difference between is and musical things are both sung and said. In a play, things are all just said. And in opera, everything is sung. We learn things along the way, but talk about our passion for the shows, and we have some fun.
That's so interesting and impressive. They will understand you right now. That's a very great class experience. Even I want to take this class if I have a chance.
Oh, well, I'd love to have you sit in at any point if you like to.
Yeah,
and
sure.
There are some recorded, so you can catch one anytime you like to.
Yeah, I'm going to watching it. It will be fun. So coming to our next question, what impresses you most when you are teaching, and how do the members engage with you in the class?
Very impressed with a lot of their memories, and they can still remember. I remember the very first show I saw in 1930 or 1940 whatever, and this actress played this character or whatever, and I'm like, that's beautiful. That means that really touched you and that really meant a lot to you. It also impressed me a lot how independent a lot of them are, and how very well spoken, and especially their attitudes, their positive spirits is definitely always very brightening and inspiring.
Also, I saw that you were involved with the performing arts since you were 6 and spent some time, like some years later, in the real estate development. So, can I know how the performing arts inspired you and why did you decide to return to your passion after your time in the real estate development?
I've been performing since I was 6. I feel that there are some passions and callings in life that never go away. And you feel like that emptiness if you don't have that within your life, or you're still working within that, then something is kind of missing. But when you get back into that and you're involved within that, you feel that fire that builds within you, and it just means the world to you. Actually, I never really stopped. I would say the longest break I took between the performing arts might have been maybe for about a year. And next thing I know, I'm cast in a few TV shows, that was my first time in TV, which was 2009.
Got it. So like performing arts for you like is still like life going thing, like you do every single seconds and put your passion to it.
Yes, absolutely. I'm actually developing a program right now for the city of New Orleans, and I'm hoping to expand it nationwide because I believe there's so much to the performing arts. And when I talk to other artists about this and about this program that I'm creating, they agree because a lot of people don't realize there's so many aspects to the performing arts that can be used in a real world situation, and for all adults, no matter what industry you decide to get into. You learn how to communicate and work as a team, learn how to communicate properly and be articulate, and instructions and discipline. And yeah, there are just so many things that no matter what aspect of life you decide you may get into, there are so many things you can gain from the performing arts.
Yeah, yeah, and I think that will be a very great program. So since we are talking about like your program and your past experience, still our members are different from the like Tony, Oscar, and Grammy award winning artists. What are the
Yes.
differences you feel between volunteering here? Like they are just members in our community and working with these artists. What differences do you feel?
It's just like, if you are a person who works in IT and you met another and you met Bill, unless they meant something to you or had like such a big difference in your life, they're just another person who does exactly the same thing that you do. I've worked with, Tony Award winners. I've worked with Emmy, Grammy, plenty of winners and plenty of A-listers and everything. And when it comes down to it, you're doing the exact same thing that I am. And when I see them out, then hey, you are just another human being performing a job. It's just a job. That's all that it is.
So like working with an artist, you feel like just in the same industry do the similar jobs, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, yeah, thank you for sharing all of these things. So like through while we are talking, I can really feel your passion and how much you love performing arts and also how volunteering makes you feel great every day. So I think this is our last question. Is there anything else that we didn't mention that you want to share with us?
I guess the other thing I'll share is just to always take advantage of it. I think that's another thing that I love about this program and these classes that I teach with these students, and they are still taking advantage of every single day. You have to take advantage of every single moment of every single day because nothing is promised at all. no matter what age, no matter who you are or where you are. You just have to take advantage of it.
Yeah, that's a very great words for our audience to listen to. So thank you so much, Andrew, for joining me and also recording this episode together. And these are all very attractive stories. And again, volunteering as well as the performing arts means a lot to you and also encourages you to have life every day. So hopefully our audience can feel it as well. And this is the end of episode. I hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you next time.
All right. Well, thank you so much for having me. It's been delightful.
Thank you for listening. If you're interested in any topics, you can leave a comment or find us on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, and Twitter. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Hope you all have a great day, and we'll see you next time.